Beauvais coming to you this week on some tips about short-term rentals and how they affect an HOA. We had quite an interesting meeting in our office meeting yesterday, Wednesday, in Steamboat, with a lot of discussion about short-term rentals and how they affect the condominiums and the houses in the town. These would be Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, any short-term rental that could be nightly to 30 days to 6 months. Short-term rentals continue to be an issue in common interest communities and has led to associations of these condos and homes getting creative in ways to restrict and regulate them. You need to get wise and learn what it means to operate a short-term rental in an HOA. Those considering short-term rentals in their HOA should follow these steps. First of all, you as the selling broker, you as the buyer broker, if you're advising a person that's looking at property that they will be able to rent it out short-term, or that their condominium, they don't have to go through the management company, they can just rent it out through Airbnb, you need to find out if that's okay or not. Any prohibitions on short-term rentals must be in the association's covenants to be valid, which means you're going to have to read them, or you're going to have to talk to the HOA people themselves. Owners seeking to operate these short-term rentals out of their homes or condos should review their covenants for any restrictions. Associations can enforce their short-term rental restrictions by imposing fines on the homeowners. If fining doesn't stop the owner from using he or she's home as a short-term rental, the association can file a lawsuit for injunctive relief, which is a court order telling someone that they have to immediately stop the action or actions as stated in the order. Naturally, your HOA people that are managing these condominiums, they don't want Airbnb or VRBOs to interfere with their profitability of them renting out the condominiums or the houses. Along with reviewing the association covenants, the owners, prior to starting a short-term rental, should look to see if there are any city or county ordinances, requirements, or restrictions pertaining to short-term rentals. Most cities and towns require a business license and a sales tax license in order to offer short terms in their residences for fewer than 30 days. The town of Avon, for instance, requires property owners obtain a business license and a sales tax license if they're going to rent out properties for fewer than a 30-day period. Furthermore, to advertise the rental property in Avon, owners must include the Avon business license number in the advertisement. Another example is that the city and county of Denver, which requires hosts to obtain a business license, a lodger's tax ID, and have their license on all advertisements in order to offer short-term rentals. Prior to obtaining a short-term rental in their HOA, owners should also consider, what kind of insurance do I have to have? What kind of a license and taxes will have to be filed? And whether the property adheres to zoning code requirements, including having operable smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers. The market for short-term rentals in Colorado is increasing exponentially, signifying that short-term rentals aren't going to go away anytime soon. Associations should be prepared to address them in ways that work best for their community. Boards should consider having open discussions with the association members regarding their questions, concerns, and needs when it comes to short-term rentals. What I'm suggesting here is for all of my agents in the Colorado area, if you are working with somebody that's interested in buying a condo or a home, and they mention that they want to operate an Airbnb or have short-term rentals in there, you need to become very knowledgeable about whether the city will allow that and whether they're absolutely not going to allow it in a particular neighborhood. This has to do with Grand Junction, Montrose, Vail, Telluride, Steamboat, and Craig. I know that if you pull up Airbnb, you'll find out rentals in all of those towns are available. That's all I've got for now. Just be knowledgeable about short term rentals, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks very much.